I'm Justin from Respawn. This is Joel.
Hello.
And we are going to talk a little more high level, I think, than these other talks were. So Titanfall presented a bunch of challenges across a variety of levels, and we will go through them. You guys don't need to see that. But everyone gets a Titan. No compromises here. Is basically, it doesn't matter how good you are. It's not going to be, I kill 3 people or I kill 6 people, so I get a Titan, and the lesser skilled players don't. So that was a compromise that we were not willing to give up, and we stuck with it. Pilots always working towards a new Titan, so it doesn't matter what you're doing, your Titan timer is always happening. We also empowered the pilots through our map design, so the high ground was consciously created so that it was a conscious design decision to give the pilots their mobility so that they could get up high in places where the Titans couldn't get and kind of give a little depth from above. Balancing 2 different classes against each other. So one thing we did not want to do was compromise the integrity of either class. We wanted pilots to feel like pilots and Titans to feel like Titans, and we didn't want their interaction to mean that we make compromises. So playing as either class must be equally enjoyable. So we did not spend 80% of our time making the pilot or the Titan and then 20% on the other piece. We put a lot of emphasis on making both of them feel like viable options and making them both fun.
So, like going back to the mitigating the Voltron effect, having the AI in the environment as essentially food, and letting the players kind of digest that food and build up towards their Titan, it actually helped. It was like a main feature or a factor that we had to put in play to mitigate, take it so that Titans wouldn't come in all at once. Everybody was kind of getting them at different speeds, and it kind of had this good aggregate of gameplay.
And then the shield was the last piece of the puzzle, so that was the last thing that we figured out in Titan combat to really make it work. And before that, your Titan would get damaged to 10% health, and it was worthless, and so you would just chuck it. But adding the shield and letting that regen made them a little bit more viable.
And situational awareness could be turned upside down instant. There was a phase where when you actually call on your Titan and get into it, it was very disorienting to actually get into the Titan and transition from that pilot feel to the Titan feel. So that was another thing that we had to, all this we're getting at is just, it's heavy experimentation, heavy play testing, and getting all that stuff to gel.